Nikko, which has been attracting many tourists as a famous tourist destination since before the war. After the war, fierce competition for tourist transportation ensued between JNR and Tobu Railway. Tobu, with its electrified double tracks, clearly had the upper hand over JNR, which was still using steam locomotives. To counter this disadvantage, JNR introduced the Kiha 44800 series, later renamed Kiha 55. Although these railcars had low power output and it was difficult to enlarge the car body, lightweight passenger car technology learned in Europe was adopted for these railcars. Due to the underfloor being filled with equipment, a longer car body was required. Despite being longer than the conventional 20-meter cars, these modern railcars were lightweight and featured interior facilities comparable to the Naha 10 series. Equipped with two 160 horsepower engines per car, the lightweight railcars demonstrated a unique performance on non-electrified lines dominated by steam trains. Just 2 years after the Kiha 55 began its service, the electrification to Nikko was completed. To achieve further speed improvements and enhance passenger facilities, newly designed electric trains were introduced. Vehicles suitable for an international tourist destination were required, and the interior facilities were made comparable to those of express trains, far surpassing those of semi-express trains. Thanks to the high performance unique to the powerful Kiha 55 formation, the balancing speed on a 10 per mil gradient exceeded 100 km per hour, almost the same as the 157 series EMUs. However, the flat torque characteristics of the diesel engine and the limitations of the single-speed direct-drive hydraulic transmission resulted in a significant drop in acceleration performance in the mid-speed range, which became a bottleneck on the Nikko line's 25 per thousand gradients. In contrast, the 157 series, despite having 100 kilowatts motors with a 1-hour rating, was configured as a 4M2T formation suitable for mountainous lines. The controller's current limit was set at 400 amps, which, although not as high as the 450 amps of the flatland-focused 151 series, allowed for more overcurrent than its sibling, the 153 series. Thus, the EMU's high acceleration performance in the mid-speed range was fully demonstrated. Even with the powerful 320 horsepower Kiha 55, the balancing speed on a 25 per mil gradient was barely 40 km per hour at full throttle. On the continuous gradient section just before Nikko, the running time was further reduced to 4 notches due to the power operation time constraints, resulting in a further decrease in speed. Despite the short distance between Utsunomiya and Nikko, there was a 5-minute difference in travel time between the uphill and downhill directions. On the other hand, the 157 series, with the effect of 40% field weakening at 4 notches, achieved a balancing speed of over 80 km per hour on the 25 per mil gradient. Moreover, the favorable track alignment with few curves allowed it to fully demonstrate its performance. Although not air-conditioned, the EMUs had interior facilities equivalent to those of express trains' third-class cars, making them exceptionally luxurious for semi-express trains of the time. The body color was not the Tokai color but the same red and cream as the express diesel cars, and this vividness blended well with the tourist destination of Nikko, making the 157 series very popular. In the competition for tourists to Nikko, there was a period, albeit short, when JNR held an advantage over Tobu Railway.